Hey, what's up, coin collectors and history buffs? Welcome back to Old Charles, the place where we dive deep into the fascinating world of coins. If you love uncovering hidden treasures and learning about coin values, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out. Today, we're zooming in on a classic, the United States Liberty Quarter from 1983. This little piece of metal has some cool history behind it, and I'll also break down its value and what makes certain coins more valuable than others. So, whether you're a beginner or a seasoned collector, stick around because you might have a treasure hiding in your change. The Liberty Quarter, officially known as the Washington Quarter, has been a staple of American currency since 1932. It was originally issued to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. The design features the iconic portrait of Washington on the obverse, that's the front of the coin, and the reverse traditionally shows an eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows above olive branches. By 1983, the quarter had been circulating for over 50 years with this design, and it was struck primarily at two mints: Philadelphia, which doesn't put a mint mark on quarters, and Denver, which uses a D mint mark on the front near Washington's neck. In 1983, the U.S. Mint produced an impressive number of quarters, over 440 million coins from the Denver Mint and around 300 million from Philadelphia. That's a ton of coins. Because of this high mintage, most 1983 quarters aren't considered rare, and they're fairly common in circulation. But that doesn't mean every 1983 quarter is worth just 25 cents. There are some key factors that can bump up its value, and we'll get to those soon. So, what exactly makes a 1983 quarter valuable? Here are the key things collectors look for: condition, or grade ***, coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, meaning they show no wear, can be worth a bit more. Most quarters you find in your pocket will be worn and worth face value, but uncirculated or proof coins might fetch a higher price. Mint mark *** quarters from the Denver Mint, D, and Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, are common, but sometimes quarters from the San Francisco Mint, S, mostly proof coins, are more valuable. Errors and varieties *** coins with mint errors can be worth a premium. These errors could be double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet errors. Such mistakes are rare and sought after by collectors. Okay, so let's talk numbers. For your average circulated 1983 quarter, the value is basically 25 cents, its face value. If you find one in uncirculated condition, typically graded MS60 to MS65 by coin grading companies, you might see prices ranging from 50 cents up to around $3 depending on quality. For proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, those are special coins made just for collectors. Prices often range between $5 to $10, depending on condition and demand. And if you're lucky enough to find an error coin from 1983, the value could be even higher, sometimes going into the tens or even hundreds of dollars if it's a rare and well-documented mistake. If you want to check if your 1983 quarters have any special value, here are some quick tips. 1. Look for the mint mark just to the right of Washington's ponytail. If it's an S, that's a proof coin. 2. Examine the coin's surface. Use a magnifier to look for doubling in the date or lettering. 3. Check the edges for any unusual markings or unevenness, signs of mint errors. 4. Compare your coin to known examples online or in coin catalogs. 5. Consider professional grading *** if you think you have a very high quality or error coin. Oh, there you have it. The 1983 Liberty Quarter might just be a regular piece of change, or it could be a small gem waiting to be discovered. If you have any 1983 quarters, check them out, and maybe you've got more than just 25 cents. Let's start with the history behind the iconic Liberty Quarter, officially called the Washington Quarter. The Washington Quarter was first introduced in 1932 to celebrate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The U.S. Mint wanted to honor the nation's first president with a coin that symbolized his legacy and the birth of America itself. The design was created by the renowned sculptor John Flanagan, whose depiction of Washington was based on a famous bust made by Jean-Antoine Houdon, a French sculptor from the 18th century. The goal was to capture Washington's dignified and noble profile, something that would inspire pride and respect. On the reverse side of the quarter, the classic eagle with spread wings was chosen, symbolizing strength, freedom, and vigilance, all values that the young American Republic wanted to project. Fast forward to the 1980s. By the time the 1983 quarter was minted, the Washington Quarter had been in continuous circulation for over 50 years, with only minor design changes along the way. In fact, the design remained largely the same from 1932 until 1998, when the U.S. Mint introduced the 50-state quarters program, but that's a story for another video. The Washington quarters composition also evolved over time. Until 1964, the quarters were made of 90% silver and 10% copper. But starting in 1965, the Mint switched to a more cost-effective, clad composition, a copper core sandwiched between two layers of nickel. This change means that the 1983 quarters are not silver, but the clad variety that we still use today. The 1983 Liberty Quarter reflects a period of steady American economic growth and stability during the early 1980s. It's a coin that millions of Americans use daily, from paying for groceries to parking meters. But despite its everyday use, it remains a beautiful piece of American history, carrying the image of the nation's first president and a symbol of liberty to this day. So when you hold a 1983 Liberty Quarter, you're holding a small but powerful piece of American heritage, a coin that connects you to nearly a century of history and countless stories. Now, let's talk about one of the most important factors that determine the value of your 1983 Liberty Quarter, its condition. Whether you're a casual collector or just curious about what you've got, understanding coin condition, or grading, is key. Coins are graded on a scale that ranges from poor to mint state, and every little scratch, dent, or discoloration can affect the coin's value. This means the coin has been used in everyday transactions and shows signs of wear. The details on George Washington's face and the eagle on the back may be worn down, and the edges might be smooth. Most 1983 quarters you find in your change will be circulated, and their value is generally just face value, 25 cents. These coins have very little wear, maybe just a tiny bit on the highest points of the design. They still look sharp and shiny, and they're worth more than typical circulated coins. Mint state coins have never been used in circulation. They look almost brand new, with full, crisp details and a nice luster. In this category, you'll see grades like MS60, MS63, MS65, and so on. Higher numbers mean better quality. For a 1983 quarter, finding one in mint state condition can bump its value to anywhere from about 50 cents to a few dollars, depending on how perfect it is. Collectors pay a premium for coins with no scratches, no discoloration, and full detail. Here's a quick guide to evaluating your quarter's condition at home. 1. Look at the high points of Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. These are the first areas to show wear. 2. Check for scratches or dents on both sides. 3. Observe the coin's shine or luster. A bright, reflective surface usually means a better grade. 4. Compare your coin to online photos or coin grading charts to get an idea of where it fits. If you think you have a really clean, high-quality 1983 quarter, you might want to get it professionally graded by companies like PCGS or NGC. A professional grade can confirm the condition and often increases the coin's value if it's in top shape. So, remember, the condition of your 1983 Liberty Quarter can make a big difference in what it's worth. Even though most coins from this year are common, a high-grade example could be a small treasure.